Welcome to an episode of One Question with UpTop Health, where our experts dig deeper on the topic at hand.
Hi, welcome to One Question with UpTop Health. And today's question is, it's referencing an article where we talk about next level search. And I actually loved the article, ladies. I thought it was really great. But my question is, really, what is next level search? And Abbey, could you go first?
Sure. So I think there's a handful of things that can constitute as next level search. And when these things are done well, it really up levels your site or whatever platform that you have this search on. And it gives your users a better experience. So like all in all, it's a great way to make sure things go really well as someone is using your product or service. And understanding your users enough to be able to serve up relevant results is key. So you've got to be able to handle common query types like exact search, where the user knows exactly what they're searching for already. Things like symptom search, especially being in the healthcare industry, being able to understand your users as they're describing their problem can be really helpful. And then things like natural language search too, where your user is trying pardon me, is typing out a query how they would normally speak. So this is more in line with what engines like Google can handle, but it's a gold standard of search engines, and the payoffs will be really great. There's also a handful of seemingly smaller details, I would say, but just like anything, little details can add up. So we're talking things like making sure the original search query stays in the search box after the user presses enter, so you don't make them type it over again, and it's easier for adjustments to be made if the results aren't giving them what they wanted. And then making sure to display the number of results on the page. People often rely on these numbers of results to judge how successful their search was. So even though they're pretty small things, they can really add up and become very meaningful. And I think also it's important to note that you don't have to do every single one of the things that I just mentioned, or I'm sure Deborah will mention too, to make your search experience better, right? Changing one thing at a time can make a really big difference. But I'm curious to hear what Deborah has to say too.
Thank you, Abby. Those are really great points. I'll add on, a couple things you can do, like with the search bar itself, is to have search suggestions. And that's usually shown in the drop down below the search bar while a user is typing their query. It shows people what is available on the site, how to spell complex words and what other people are searching for. And you could even up level this to show the suggestions curated and organized by different content types. So for example, if a user searched for thyroid, suggestions below could include a quick link to their benefit coverage, a short list of top providers, and common prescribed medications. And this just helps to get the user to the information that they're looking for faster. And then on the results page, there's a lot of things that, again, are kind of simple, but they make a huge difference in making sure that users don't abandon. So having alternate queries or paths, so this would be like synonyms or alternative items associated with that user's query, and presenting them on the page. It just provides people a different route to explore if they don't immediately see the results they're looking for. And this also gives them, again, a better understanding of what is available on your site. And if they don't know what else to look for, it helps to battle search abandonment and rise in customer care calls, which we're trying to minimize. And then also having the ability to filter results through faceted search is a big one, because that really helps to narrow down results after a user has made their query, so that they can eliminate things that are not relevant. And it's really important, because testing has shown that a lack of faceted search is actually the direct reason that a lot of sessions are abandoned, because users couldn't find what they were looking for because the results shown are just way too vast. Also, a lot of e-commerce sites employ faceted search, and so users just may expect this in their healthcare digital experiences as well. And kind of along those lines, people have just become very used to using search, and it has even become their main wayfinding or navigation strategy when using digital experiences. And Like Abby mentioned, they often really do expect the same functionalities that the major search engines like Google or Bing provide. And so if there's a disconnect there, that can lead to abandonment problems. So it's just really great practice to evaluate your search logs regularly, see how users are using your search, what language they're using, common queries, and also when abandonment might be happening. And this will help you to see where to prioritize and focus your efforts.
Thank you, Abby, and thank you, Deborah. This was great. And if you liked the article and this video, please join our Up Top Health newsletter. Thank you.